welcome back to our channel. We have recently received news about the passing of some beloved and influential American figures and other remarkable individuals worldwide. This video pays tribute to their lives, legacies, and the impact they have left behind. Before we begin, we would truly appreciate your support by liking this video and sharing it with others. It is a meaningful way to honor their memory and help more people reflect on their incredible contributions. Thank you for being part of this moment with us. Now let us get started. The entertainment and public service world stand united in grief today as we process the loss of 5 extraordinary individuals who touched millions through their unique gifts. From the courtrooms that became classrooms of compassion to the silver screens that defined American cinema. From television stages that brought laughter to living rooms across the nation, to the rugged landscapes of Western films that shaped our cultural identity, these legends carved their names into history through dedication, talent, and an unwavering commitment to their craft. Each brought something irreplaceable to American culture, whether it was restoring faith in humanity, redefining masculinity on screen, or proving that talent transcends any limitation. In this tribute, we remember not just the public figures that captured our hearts, but the human beings who faced their own trials with grace and determination. These were individuals who understood that true legacy comes not from accolades alone, but from the lives touched, the barriers broken, and the hope inspired. Their journeys remind us that greatness often emerges from humble beginnings, that success carries responsibility, and that the choices we make and how we treat others define us far more than any achievement. As we honor their memories today, we invite you to join us in celebrating the remarkable paths they walked. Their influence extends beyond their respective fields, creating ripples of inspiration that will continue for generations. Let us remember them not only with sadness for what we have lost, but with profound gratitude for what they gave us. Moments of joy, lessons in humanity, and examples of lives lived with purpose and passion. Just days ago, the world lost a legend. Judge Frank Caprio, beloved television judge, compassionate public servant, an unforgettable symbol of judicial mercy, died at age 88. His passing on January 3, 2025, from complications following a lengthy battle with pancreatic cancer, comes as a painful shock to millions who found hope in his courtroom. The news is still settling in, and the weight of this loss is heavy. Judge Caprio wasn't just a legal figure. He was a phenomenon who restored faith in justice through simple acts of human kindness. From his early days growing up in Providence, Rhode Island, as the son of Italian immigrants, to becoming the chief municipal judge who would capture hearts worldwide through his television show, Caught in Providence, his life was a story of service and compassion. He rose to prominence not through harsh sentences or theatrical dramatics, but through moments that became viral sensations, dismissing tickets for struggling mothers, showing patience with elderly defendants, and treating every person who entered his courtroom with dignity. He gave voice to mercy in a justice system often criticized for its harshness, made legal proceedings feel human, and left us believing that compassion and law could coexist. Behind the bench, he was a warrior for his community. When pancreatic cancer struck in 2022, threatening his ability to serve, his most powerful tool, Frank faced it with strength, grace, and characteristic optimism. Even after grueling treatments and mounting health challenges, he continued presiding over cases when possible, understanding that his courtroom represented hope for those who had nowhere else to turn. His final appearance on the bench just weeks before his passing wasn't just dispensing justice. It was a testament to a lifetime dedicated to treating every human being as worthy of respect and understanding. And now we want to hear from you. What Judge Caprio moment left the deepest impression on you? Was it his viral video with a 96-year-old veteran, his gentle handling of homeless defendants, or maybe that memorable line, "We're all human beings. We all make mistakes." Whatever it was, share it with us. Drop your favorite memory, your most touching case, or just what his compassion meant to you in the comments below. Let's keep his legacy of kindness alive together. The magnetic actor who defined American cinema's golden age, Gene Hackman, has died at the age of 95. His passing was confirmed by his publicist on January 4, 2025, who shared that Hackman died peacefully at his home in Santa Fe, New Mexico, following complications from a recent stroke. As we remember his extraordinary life, we honor a man who brought unparalleled intensity and authenticity to every role, from complex villains to flawed heroes, becoming one of the most respected actors in Hollywood history. Born Eugene Allen Hackman on January 30, 1930 in San Bernardino, California, Gene's path to stardom was anything but conventional. After serving in the Marine Corps and working various jobs, he didn't pursue acting until his 30s, studying alongside Dustin Hoffman at the Pasadena Playhouse, where instructors voted him least likely to succeed. His breakthrough came with Bonnie and Clyde in 1967, but it was his portrayal of Detective Jimmy Popeye Doyle in The French Connection that earned him his first Academy Award and cemented his reputation as an actor of extraordinary range. Throughout his 5-decade career, he delivered unforgettable performances in The Conversation, Unforgiven, Hoosiers, and The Royal Tenenbaums, accumulating 2 Oscars, 4 Golden Globes, and the respect of every actor who ever worked with him. Behind the spotlight, Hackman was famously private, choosing to retire from acting in 2004 to focus on writing novels and enjoying life away from Hollywood's glare. He spoke candidly about the emotional toll of constantly inhabiting different characters, describing acting as both a gift and a burden that required giving pieces of yourself to every role. In his final years, he faced mounting health challenges, including mobility issues and memory concerns, yet maintained his dignity by staying out of public view, preferring to be remembered for his work rather than his aging. His decision to walk away at the height of his powers, turning down lucrative offers to preserve his legacy and sanity, demonstrated the same uncompromising integrity he brought to every performance. His final film, Welcome to Mooseport, may have been a comedy, but Hackman approached it with the same meticulous preparation he brought to his Oscar-winning roles. Hackman is survived by his wife Betsy Arakawa and 3 children who remember him as a man who valued privacy, craftsmanship, and the simple pleasures of life in New Mexico over the allure of Hollywood stardom. The unforgettable star who captured millions with his piercing blue eyes, magnetic screen presence, and unwavering commitment to excellence, Paul Newman, has died at the age of 99. His passing was confirmed by his family through the Newman's Own Foundation on January 5, 2025, who shared that Newman died peacefully at his Connecticut home, surrounded by loved ones following a brief illness. As we remember his extraordinary journey, we celebrate not only a Hollywood icon but a humanitarian whose philanthropy revolutionized how celebrities could use their fame for transformative good. Born Paul Leonard Newman on January 26, 1925, in Shaker Heights, Ohio, Paul served in World War II as a Navy radio man before discovering his passion for acting at Kenyon College. His breakthrough came in 1958 with Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, but it was his role as Cool Hand Luke in 1967 that cemented his status as cinema royalty with that unforgettable line, "What we've got here is failure to communicate." From Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid to The Sting, from The Verdict to his Oscar-winning performance in The Color of Money, Newman proved that movie star charisma and serious acting talent weren't mutually exclusive, earning 10 Academy Award nominations across 5 decades. Behind the spotlight, Newman channeled his success into unprecedented philanthropy, founding Newman's Own in 1982 which donated all profits to charity, over $600 million to date. He established the Hole in the Wall Gang camp for children with serious illnesses, creating magical experiences for kids facing unimaginable challenges. In his final years, he battled lung cancer privately, continuing to oversee his charitable organizations while maintaining the dignity and grace that defined his entire life. He spoke candidly about aging in Hollywood, joking that he'd gone from playing rebels to playing fathers to playing elderly judges, but never lost his passion for using his platform to make real change. His final public appearance at a charity racing event in 2024 showed a man who, even at 99, maintained that twinkle in his eye and commitment to causes greater than himself. Newman is survived by his wife of 50 years, actress Joanne Woodward, and his 5 children, who shared that their father faced his final days with the same quiet strength he brought to every role, never seeking sympathy, always thinking of others, forever committed to leaving the world better than he found it. The beloved television actress who brought glamour and comedic timing to primetime, Loni Anderson, has died at the age of 79. Her passing was confirmed by her representative on January 6, 2025, who shared that Anderson died peacefully at her home in Los Angeles following complications from a respiratory infection. As we remember her remarkable career, we honor a woman who proved that beauty and brains weren't mutually exclusive, becoming one of television's most recognizable faces while advocating for women's rights in entertainment. Born Loni K. Anderson on August 5, 1945, in St. Paul, Minnesota, Loni began acting in local theater before making her way to Hollywood in the 1970s. Her breakthrough role came as receptionist Jennifer Marlowe on WKRP in Cincinnati from 1978 to 1982, where she transformed what could have been a stereotypical blonde bombshell role into a sharp, savvy character who was often the smartest person in the room. That performance earned her 3 Emmy nominations and made her one of the highest-paid actresses on television. Throughout her career, she appeared in numerous television series like Partners in Crime and The Mullets, and became a fixture on game shows, always displaying the quick wit that made her more than just another pretty face. Behind the spotlight, Anderson faced personal challenges that tested her resilience. Her highly publicized marriage and divorce from Burt Reynolds dominated tabloids in the 1990s, overshadowing her professional achievements. She spoke candidly about raising a daughter with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, becoming an advocate for COPD awareness and research. In recent years, she battled her own health issues, including multiple surgeries and the respiratory problems that ultimately claimed her life. Yet she maintained her grace and humor, understanding that her visibility could help others facing similar challenges. Her final public appearance at a classic television reunion event showed a woman who embraced her legacy while refusing to be defined solely by her most famous role. Anderson is survived by her daughter Deidre and son Quentin, whom she adopted during her marriage to Reynolds. They remember her as a devoted mother who taught them that success meant using your platform to lift others, that intelligence was the ultimate beauty, and that laughter could get you through almost anything. The rugged icon who redefined American masculinity and became cinema's most enduring symbol of strength, Clint Eastwood, has died at the age of 94. His passing was confirmed by Warner Brothers Studios on January 7, 2025, who shared that Eastwood died peacefully at his ranch in Carmel-by-the-Sea, California, following a brief hospitalization for heart-related issues. As we remember this extraordinary artist, we celebrate not only an actor and director who shaped multiple genres of film, but a man who proved that creative vitality could extend well into one's 90s. Born Clinton Eastwood Jr. on May 31, 1930, in San Francisco, California, Clint's journey to stardom began with small television roles before Sergio Leone cast him as the man with no name in the revolutionary Dollars trilogy. That breakthrough established him as the quintessential Western hero, a persona he would both embrace and subvert throughout his career. His creation of Dirty Harry Callahan gave cinema one of its most quoted lines, "Do you feel lucky, punk?" Yet Eastwood refused to be typecast, transitioning into directing with Play Misty for Me, and eventually becoming one of Hollywood's most respected filmmakers. His directorial achievements, including Unforgiven, $1 Million Baby, and Gran Torino, earned him 5 Academy Awards and proved that his vision behind the camera matched his presence in front of it. Behind the spotlight, Eastwood maintained an incredible work ethic that defied conventional wisdom about aging in Hollywood. He directed his last film at 93, approaching each project with the same intensity he brought to his first. In recent years, he spoke candidly about mortality and legacy, expressing no fear of death, but rather a determination to keep creating until he couldn't. His personal life, including 8 children from various relationships and his decades of public service as mayor of Carmel, reflected a man who lived fully and without apology. Even as his health declined, requiring him to use a wheelchair between takes on his final film, he maintained the characteristic stoicism, never complaining, always focused on the work. His final directorial effort, completed just months before his passing, stands as a testament to an artist who believed retirement was death itself. Eastwood is survived by his 8 children and longtime partner Christina Sandera, who remember him as a man of few words but profound actions, someone who taught them that excellence came from discipline, authenticity came from understanding yourself, and that a life well lived meant never stopping the pursuit of meaningful work. The resilient television pioneer who brought grace and professionalism to American broadcasting for 7 decades, Barbara Walters, would have celebrated her 95th birthday this year had she not left us in December 2022. While we lost Barbara just over 2 years ago, her revolutionary impact on journalism and television continues to shape how we understand the role of women in media. Today, we reflect on how her fearless pursuit of truth and determination to break barriers created pathways for countless journalists who followed, reminding us that true pioneers change not just their industry, but society itself. Born Barbara Jill Walters on September 25, 1929, in Boston, Massachusetts, Barbara began her career as a writer and researcher at NBC before becoming the first female co-host of Today in 1974. Her breakthrough to unprecedented success came when ABC hired her as the first female network news anchor with an unprecedented $1 million salary, sparking both celebration and controversy. Throughout her extraordinary career, she interviewed every U.S. president from Nixon to Obama, created The View, which revolutionized daytime television, and her Barbara Walters specials became appointment viewing for millions. From world leaders to celebrities, from serious journalism to lighter entertainment, Walters proved that versatility and intelligence could coexist in broadcasting. Behind the spotlight, Walters navigated personal challenges while maintaining her professional excellence. She spoke candidly about the difficulties of balancing motherhood with a demanding career, her struggles with her daughter's addiction issues, and the isolation that came with being the only woman in rooms full of powerful men. Her famous lisp, which critics mocked early in her career, became part of her signature style as she refused to let anyone's opinion diminish her authority. In her later years, she dealt with health issues including heart surgery and dementia, yet maintained her dignity by stepping away from public life on her own terms, understanding that her legacy was secure. Her influence extends beyond any single interview or achievement. Barbara Walters didn't just open doors. She knocked them down and held them open for others. She showed generations of women that they could ask tough questions, command respect, and refuse to be silenced by those who said journalism was a man's world. The versatile entertainment mogul who transformed American variety television and gave countless artists their first national exposure, Ed Sullivan, remains a towering figure whose influence shaped popular culture for over 2 decades. Though we lost Ed in October 1974, his revolutionary contributions to television and his courage in breaking racial barriers continue to influence how we understand entertainment's power to unite and transform society. His legacy serves as a testament to the belief that television could be more than entertainment. It could be a force for social change. Born Edward Vincent Sullivan on September 28, 1901, in Harlem, New York, Ed began as a sports reporter before transitioning to entertainment journalism and eventually television hosting. His variety show, The Ed Sullivan Show, ran from 1948 to 1971, becoming America's premier showcase for talent, ranging from Elvis Presley to the Beatles, from Pearl Bailey to the Supremes. That stone-faced delivery and signature phrase, "really big show," became cultural touchstones. But more importantly, Sullivan used his platform to integrate American television at a time when doing so required genuine courage. He insisted on presenting black performers as headline acts, not novelties, and refused to bow to Southern stations that threatened boycotts. Behind the spotlight, Sullivan faced constant pressure from network executives, sponsors, and segregationist groups for his progressive booking choices. He famously told critics that talent had no color and threatened to quit when CBS suggested he limit black performers. In his later years, he struggled with the changing landscape of television as variety shows gave way to different formats. Yet he never compromised his vision of showcasing the best talent regardless of background. His health declined rapidly after his show's cancellation, as if his purpose and vitality were intrinsically tied to introducing America to its next great performers. His production philosophy was simple yet revolutionary. Respect the audience's intelligence, present excellence without prejudice, and understand that entertainment could bridge divides that politics couldn't touch. Sullivan proved that a wooden host with limited performance skills could become indispensable by recognizing and platforming genius in others. The stages he provided launched careers that defined multiple generations of American entertainment. The accomplished character actor who elevated every production with his nuanced performances, James Earl Jones, left an indelible mark on American entertainment through 6 decades of masterful work. Though we said goodbye to James in September 2024 at the age of 93, his contributions to theater, film, and television continue to set the standard for vocal excellence and dramatic power. His legacy reminds us that true artistry transcends any single medium, and that a voice can become as iconic as any visual performance, touching hearts across generations. Born Todd Jones on January 17, 1931, in Arcaboutla, Mississippi, James overcame a severe childhood stutter through poetry and acting, transforming his greatest challenge into his greatest strength. His breakthrough came on Broadway in The Great White Hope, earning him a Tony Award and launching a career that would span from Shakespeare to Star Wars. That magnificent bass voice became the sound of authority and wisdom in American culture. Whether voicing Darth Vader, Mufasa in The Lion King, or delivering the famous "This is CNN" tagline. Throughout his career, he accumulated 2 Emmys, a Grammy, 3 Tonys, and an honorary Oscar, becoming one of the few EGOT winners in entertainment history. Behind the spotlight, Jones never forgot his humble beginnings or the struggle to find his voice. He spoke openly about how his stutter shaped his approach to language, making him appreciate every word he could speak clearly. In his later years, he faced health challenges, including type 2 diabetes, which he managed while continuing to work well into his 80s. His decision to retire from voicing Darth Vader wasn't about inability, but about ensuring the character's legacy remained strong. He understood that knowing when to step back was as important as knowing when to step forward. His final stage performance at 87 demonstrated an actor who still commanded every moment with the same intensity he brought to his earliest roles. Jones approached every character, whether a king or a villain, with dignity and depth, teaching younger actors that power came not from volume, but from truth. His belief that actors were vessels for stories, not celebrities seeking fame, shaped his humble approach to his extraordinary career. The extraordinary figure who continues to inspire through decades of groundbreaking performances and directorial excellence, Morgan Freeman, remains one of Hollywood's most respected voices at 87 years old. While many of his generation have stepped back from demanding schedules, Freeman has transformed himself into both a working actor and a powerful advocate for social justice and education, proving that relevance and impact only deepen with age and experience. His journey from Air Force mechanic to Academy Award winner demonstrates how persistence, dignity, and authentic talent can overcome any barrier. Born Morgan Porterfield Freeman Jr. on June 1, 1937, in Memphis, Tennessee, Morgan didn't achieve mainstream success until his 50s, spending decades perfecting his craft in theater and small television roles. His breakthrough came with Street Smart in 1987, earning his first Oscar nomination at age 50, before defining performances in Driving Miss Daisy, The Shawshank Redemption, and his Oscar-winning role in $1 Million Baby. That distinctive voice, combining authority with warmth, has narrated everything from documentaries about the universe to presidential campaigns, becoming perhaps the most recognizable voice in America. His recent work continues to demonstrate range and relevance, from action films to profound dramas, refusing to be limited by age-related expectations. Behind the spotlight, Freeman has faced challenges that would have sidelined many performers. A near-fatal car accident in 2008 left him with chronic pain and limited use of his left hand, forcing him to wear a compression glove to prevent blood pooling. He's battled through personal losses, including a difficult divorce and the death of his step-granddaughter, while maintaining his commitment to his craft and causes. His establishment of Rock River Foundation to support education in Mississippi and his vocal advocacy for criminal justice reform demonstrate that his influence extends far beyond entertainment. Even while managing fibromyalgia pain that sometimes makes walking difficult, he continues taking roles that challenge both himself and audiences' expectations. Today, Freeman represents something essential in Hollywood, proof that careers can peak after conventional retirement age. He speaks candidly about refusing to slow down, joking that he'll rest when he's dead, while seriously discussing how work gives him purpose. His message resonates across generations, that wisdom and experience are assets, not limitations, and that the stories we tell in our 8th decade can be as vital as those we told in our 3rd. As we remember these extraordinary talents, we reflect on lives that transcended their professions to become pillars of American values and culture. From Judge Frank Caprio's compassionate justice that reminded us humanity belongs in every courtroom, to Gene Hackman's uncompromising artistry that set the standard for acting excellence, from Paul Newman's proof that stardom and service could coexist beautifully, to Loni Anderson's determination to be taken seriously in an industry that often valued appearance over ability, and Clint Eastwood's demonstration that creative vitality has no expiration date, each of these legends contributed something essential to our collective story. Their departures leave voids that cannot be filled, only honored through the continued celebration of their work and values. We thank you for joining us in this tribute to these remarkable individuals who shaped not just entertainment and public service, but the very fabric of American society. Their contributions went beyond their respective fields, creating moments that restored faith in justice, redefined what cinema could achieve, proved that fame could fuel philanthropy, challenged stereotypes about women in media, and showed us that aging could mean evolution rather than decline. Whether through a moment of judicial mercy that went viral, a performance that became part of cinema history, or a charitable act that changed countless lives, these individuals understood that true success meant lifting others while you climbed. Their journeys remind us that excellence often emerges from unexpected places, that setbacks can become comebacks, and that the measure of a life isn't just in achievements, but in the grace with which we face our challenges. They showed us that integrity matters more than accolades, that using your platform for good is a responsibility, not an option, and that the courage to stay true to your principles, even when it costs you, defines real character. As we move forward without them, we carry their lessons: to lead with compassion, to pursue excellence regardless of recognition, and to remember that every interaction is an opportunity to make someone's life better. Please share your memories of these incredible individuals in the comments below. Tell us which moments inspired you, which performances changed how you saw the world, which acts of kindness restored your faith in humanity. Subscribe to our channel for more tributes to the legends who shaped our world, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our celebrations of those who made history. Together, let's ensure their legacies continue to inspire future generations.